The ethical and environmental implications of mining are important subjects to address when dealing with mining and its impacts in developing countries. Even though mining has been important to the economic growth of many developing nations, which brings positive side effects, it is false to say that it has minimal environmental consequences and doesn't affect the way of life of local communities, sometimes indigenous. Mining has increased significantly, especially in developing nations, where it has fostered job creation and has helped the development of local communities, bringing in revenues and helping the local economy grow. Bolivia, Chile, and Peru have been some of the countries that have seen an exponential growth in their revenue from mining exportations. The economic growth caused by mining has positive consequences. Like as mentioned in the previous slides, it generates jobs for the local community, improves the local economy when miners from different parts of the country or even though mining has positive side effects because of how it helps economies, it also has detrimental permanent effects on the surrounding environment, effects that can last years after an operation has been closed down. Mining has lots of environmental repercussions that can also become health repercussions. For example, the air pollution caused by mines can generate tuberculosis and silicosis, a form of lung disease. Sometimes its chemicals spill into local lakes and rivers that cause local communities to lose their water sources, and when the water is contaminated, Potosi is a region in Bolivia where one of the country's biggest mines is located, Cerro Rico, which has reserves of gold and silver, and people that live near the Cerro Rico mine, also called the Mountainites men, deal with drought because their water sources are almost depleted and their river, the Pilcomayo River, is contaminated, which also affects other countries. Many of the places where mining operations take place are in places that are inhabited by farmers or indigenous people that have lived off the land for generations. When their water crops are contaminated because of chemical leakage or pollution caused by local mining operations, which also sometimes creates health problems, like mentioned earlier. Some of mining has pros and cons. A big pro is economic growth for the local community, but its cons include the destruction of land, changing the way of life of the people that live near the mine, and the loss of biodiversity. Daughter of the Lake is a documentary about a local community and a young woman that are fighting against a mining company that wants to set up an operation to extract gold in their land. It also contrasts the rich natural flowing water reserves and fertile ground in Cajamarca, Peru, that the communities are fighting. There have been several concerns regarding mining, and those affected have taken a stand. In Puno, mine workers are on strike right now because they still haven't received their bonuses and have been denied other work benefits. The mine they are working for is one of the biggest producers of tin in South America. While in Bolivia, they have protested. There are many possible solutions that can help issues surrounding mining. For example, hold the companies accountable for their actions using a third party that isn't affiliated with the government or the company in any way to make sure the accountability process is completely neutral. Another is to open up a dialogue before an operations begin with the community. They also spend time with Ideo because he doesn't want to be alone. So miners sometimes during their breaks they sit with Ideo to have their lunch. They also bring different offerings to Ideo, like cigarettes and even though mining plays a crucial role in the economies of many developing nations, it's important to analyze if is worth it in the long run, or if it's going to be more expensive for the countries involved in mining activities restoring the destroyed ecosystems and land. Because even though there has been lots of progress regarding we have come to the end of my presentation. I hope for anyone seeing this presentation you have learned more about the issues surrounding mining and the effects it has on the environment. We have to remember that the resources we have are limited and we have to use them in a sustainable manner